harvest bee balm before the sun hits the hill.
We've long believed that time is a treasure and an investment. And we also believe in investing our time into the things that will outlast both Alex and I. The theme of today's video is turning our responsibilities into enjoyable memories. I think you're going to both learn and smile throughout this video. It's really good, you guys.
How many eggs should I use?
What are you making?
Not the yolky ones.
Scrambled?
Yeah.
You're going to make breakfast for everyone? Alrighty. Good job.
Perfect timing.
One thing that we value is allowing kids to try new things, as well as try adult things, as long as it's safe, but also allowing kids to mess up. There have been many times while cracking eggs throughout the years that the kids have gotten it everywhere, or even had scrambled eggs be very crunchy. But without these opportunities to try new things and even make mistakes, they would not be as well adjusted or confident as they actually are today. She wants to learn how to scramble eggs like Callie. You, this morning, were
Bottle feeding
your baby cow. Thank you. Mom, you milked the cow.
Yes. She's so cute.
She's so talkingable. What is this? Oh, Manos. Who called him Manos?
I think Cassidy. I did.
Cassidy called him Manos.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Our kitchen has become a place that is continually filled with projects.
Ooh, sorry.
You make this a lot of times?
Sometimes.
You must be really proud of yourself.
I think one night I couldn't fall asleep, so Mama just got me up, and then I just with the light off and the kitchen light off, I was just making eggs, and I think it was 3. I don't know, it was 4 or 3.
You came outside at 3 years old and made eggs with the lights off?
No. In the kitchen, and you guys are out there. I was like, Mom, I can't fall asleep. And they're like, oh, come. And then you just got me back in the kitchen, and I was just making it.
Must be a core memory. I don't remember.
Core memory. Do you have any core memories from the kitchen, Kinsley?
The sink breaking.
The sink breaking. Uh-oh.
Yes, I did that.
Garage sale $6.50 marked down from 10.
That was really bad.
When you think of tomatoes, what is your core memory?
Tomatoes with basil and cheese and...
Oh! Mom's homemade mozzarella with homemade basil with homemade tomatoes with somebody from Italy's balsamic vinegar.
Grammy's eggs are very good, and me
Grammy's
and
eggs are good.
Papa's are
Mhm.
very good.
Callie's eggs are the best in the whole family, and Cassidy is learning. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off.
Okay.
And Cassidy, you're doing a really good job being safe. Are you ready to serve the family?
I made breakfast for our family.
So one of the reasons that we are harvesting bee balm is this was actually a fun surprise. I noticed it on the hill. I have bee balm in my garden. I have one tiny little plant. Little did I know I have an entire hill of bee balm. And the reason we are harvesting this is a beautiful herb for medicinal purposes also. So anything from antimicrobial to digestive, respiratory, anti-inflammatory. It has so many benefits to it. The only precaution would be if you are pregnant. I do believe that if you take too much of it, it can cause contractions. So this is not necessarily for a pregnancy tea. When we are sick in the winter, having a cup of bee balm tea. So we are getting out here bright and early before the sun hits the bee balm. We haven't been harvesting for a few weeks because I just haven't gotten up early enough before the sun has hit the hill. However, to have the highest amount of essential oil properties, you really want to get out before the dew has evaporated off the plant. So we are going to take this in with the dew on it, and I will use the flowers and the first few tender leaves, and we will save those and dry them for tea this winter.
So the girls are outside right now. They are harvesting bee balm for tea. I'm gonna be in here cooking up lunch. My desire is to make sure that as I cook food for my family, that it's not just the best quality food, but also that the things that we're holding that food in is not also giving us harm. I'm so thankful to Caraway for reaching out to us, because this is like a part of a huge blessing that I get to give Alex and the kids with non-toxic cookware, cooking without toxins, without PFAS, without harmful chemicals, without Teflon. Teflon itself is a forever chemical that so many people are still cooking with today. Every day we're inundated with news, and I don't want to cause you fear. But what I do want to do is give you guys an opportunity to see a brand that has also recognized the trend of illness throughout our society. I don't want you guys to be growing healthy food and working really, really hard to keep yourselves healthy, but then bringing that food in and cooking with things that will pretty much toxify your body. We have learned so many crazy things about the world over the last handful of years, and learning like, oh my gosh, like what is in the things that we're around? What is it in the things that we're consuming? And how is it affecting us? Alex and I are keenly aware of that. And so is Caraway. I want to make sure that if there's a decision that I can make and a sacrifice that I can make now that I know will bless my future, that's really the type of thinking that Alex and I really want. As they're out there doing the hard work of harvesting and blessing our neighbor and blessing others, I want to make sure that I'm also returning the favor and blessing them, because I love my family and I want them to have the safest, healthiest possible life. And I want that for you too. So I just encourage you today, check out the link in the description, check out the QR code. I'm so blessed that not only are they giving you a great discount here, but they're also giving you guys, because of us and our relationship and friendship with you, an extra 10% off. See if you guys can make that sacrifice now that is going to enable you to have a better, healthier, safer future. And also really enjoy this cookware that is beyond beautiful. And Alex told me when this came out of the box, she was like, that is, no joke, the most beautiful piece of cookware I've ever seen in my life. It actually is. I sometimes can lose track of time. And I love that if I overcook my eggs by a couple minutes, it's not stuck and it can just slide right off. That is a huge blessing. Ceramic is a mineral-based coating which keeps it from leaching other toxic materials, and it also provides that naturally slick surface that contributes to the non-stick effect, if you will. You can go ahead and shop the bundles today for 20% off and use our code for additional 10% off.
Come back in time for the last can.
We just wanted to show everybody.
We will be slaving over as many canners as I can fit on this stove today. There's so much to do.
It's unbelievable. The harvest season is a real fun
It is fun.
and stressful season.
And
Look at these hands.
And I know once
You look like you went to Willy Wonka and touched a wall.
we said Willy Wonka, and it is the dream to go to that eating room. Specifically, Gene Wilder's eating room.
Okay, while you're talking to her, I'm going to go show them what Cassidy's doing.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm making parody.
Do you love them?
It's
You made beautiful for us. They are using that iron more than we have ever used the iron combined in our life for their perler beads. Is that somewhat true?
Yeah.
Somewhat true.
We don't iron.
My jam is going well. I think we invented this jam. I don't know how to put this up here. We take ground cherry tomatoes. Why do I keep
Cherries are
saying
like-
cherry tomatoes?
Ground cherries are like mini tomatillos, but sweet.
Yeah, they're amazing. It turned into this thing called Very Cherry Jam. The neighbor allows us every year to come and get like the final, it feels like Ruth and Boaz in the Bible, but we give them as many eggs as they want a year. They give us as many blueberries as we want a year. And then oftentimes at the end of the season, towards the end of summer, like 4th of July, we'll go in and our family will get to pick blueberries. And it is such a joyful season. Ground cherry and blueberry jam. I may have walked away from this.
Philip walked away from the pan. It practically turned into fruit leather at the bottom.
Yes.
And I will be honest, I saw that and thought, oh no, this is beyond what Caraway can handle. I was blown away. It already slides eggs off of
Yeah,
the pan
look at that.
more beautifully than even my perfectly treated cast iron. It is incredible. However, this jam was stuck to the bottom like a fruit leather. I literally went scratch. I should have filmed it. Scratch. It just came right off. I'm not shocked that easily. I was beyond shocked.
Yeah.
But it's awesome. So now we salvaged the
So,
jam
yeah.
that Philip walked away from.
Right. We've really entered into preserving and harvesting season. I genuinely said to Alex one day, listen, I've got the meat covered.
You don't need to praise me. You're
I'm
so
praising
sweet.
you.
No more praising me.
Yes, she's been on an absolute tear. This is not even close to all of it. But we have pickles. This is homemade, homegrown tomatillo salsa.
Tomatillo salsa, mustard hot sauce,
That's my
and we
favorite.
have peach tomatillo salsa. So today we are canning beets that we pulled from the garden, dill, pickle, relish, probably more tomatoes, and more jam.
Did you see what the
In the
groceries
freezer.
brought in? That is tomatoes and cucumbers galore.
Let's have lesson number 1. This is pig food when it turns yellow. This is relish material. You want to be picking your pickles at this size.
Did you say you pickled peppers?
So you pick your pickled peppers at this size you pick.
Very good.
If you don't pick your pickled peppers at this little size, there'll be no pickled peppers that Peter Piper picked.
Very excellent.
So too big, much better. I've pickled this size before. It's almost not worth it. It turns very mushy. So you want to stay smaller. So you have to be out there picking pickles. However, you feel like, oh, I don't have enough pickles to actually, you don't have enough cucumbers to actually pickle. Well, I have the trick for you today. It's actually better to get them crispier anyways, is you're going to make a brine, which is just salt water. You'll be making a brine where you put salt in water. You cut off the blossom end, which means the flower end, so not the side where you picked from the vine, but the flower end, and you're gonna cut this part off, this tip off, and then we're gonna put it into the brine. And then once we're ready, which we are ready, we can then pickle a whole batch together. Because even with me, with having an abundant amount of cucumber plants, I might not stay on top of it to have enough of these sizes, and we've got a lot more big sizes for pigs and relish. So now we are ready to pickle.
And also, I do refrigerator pickles
And
without
our,
canning.
Our favorite is the refrigerator pickles, let's be real. A lot of people like fermented pickles. I have yet to find a recipe that I love, but we love Philip's
I
refrigerator
love
pickles.
my Sweet Phil's dills are the best.
Your Sweet Phil's dills are incredible.
Yeah.
I'm so big and so strong and so mad. There's nothing that God cannot do.
Good job. Well, been a long day.
Got a little pause from an all-day workday. The kids got to get into the creek today.
It was just so hot. We needed to refresh. I got in there. You didn't go, did you?
I didn't get in the water.
You didn't get in the water. You just hung out with one of your faves, Shay. We didn't really film what you did over the last 2.5 hours since we got home, but it is 10 o'clock at night. You want to walk us over there and tell us what's going on?
I can.
Get it, Ken? This is all beets.
There's all beets.
What is this?
That's all relish.
Which you were a little concerned over.
I don't like the flavor as much. So I'm going to try another recipe. Philip likes it. I think friends and family will like it.
There you go.
But I feel like we're actually semi-caught up on canning and processing.
Seriously.
We strained out
that
all
was
the
it.
ground cherry blueberry
Oh,
jelly through
so
a sieve.
good.
So it doesn't have the seeds
And
in
it's
it.
so thick, you do not need to use a ton of that.
The goal in this is not to feel like I'm not doing enough. I just have spent too many years of feeling like I'm not doing enough. And even I look at this, I'm like, oh, there's so many more things I want to do. But today was enjoyable for me. I know it got very overwhelming in here. I know it was a lot for you.
I get overstimulated easily. Can I be really honest? I get overstimulated by other people's messes, not my own. That's a true ADHD confession.
Yeah. Can I tell you something a very dear friend of mine told me? She told me, Alex, if you don't enjoy all the details that go into birthday parties, you don't need to make it look like like Pinterest. Like, she does it. I love going to her events and parties because everything looks so beautiful, and every display just looks, oh, it's just lovely. But she's like, if that doesn't bring you joy, I do this because it brings me joy. If going and having a garden and canning all this and sweating over a hot stove in the middle of summer, if that's not going to bring you joy, you don't have to. It's just so easy to be on social media and look at Instagram, look at YouTube, even myself, looking at other people that are doing the same thing I'm doing and looking at it and feeling like I have to do that. But if it's not bringing you joy, I mean, we grew up with magazines, and that was like our closest thing that we were comparing ourselves. And now social media just makes it so toxic to compare yourself, and it is the thief of joy. So I am doing this because I love it, and I hope it just like is something where you can kick up your heels if you don't like it, and you can just watch and say, I like watching her do it, but I don't have to do it myself, but it still brings you joy maybe to watch it.
But it takes a little honesty with ourselves of what actually brings us joy and what are we doing because we are comparing ourselves to others, and we wish if our life looked like that, then we would be happy. If I did what she did, then I would be proud of myself. And that's just so not true. It's the farthest thing from the truth.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
What are 3 things that brought you joy today?
Even though I love this and I can hyper focus on the tasks.
Again,
I can hyper focus on doing the tasks.
Canning.
The highest point of my day was seeing my very dear, wonderful girlfriend and their family. So we got to hang out with them today. So that was my high of the day.
Yeah, it was awesome.
My second was my kids had a lovely day. They were wonderful. You know, not a whole lot of fighting today. It's always a good day.
Girls don't do that.
They never fight. No, we have great kids, but they're normal. Like every kid, they're gonna have their little fights. Third was that Reese was separated, so we got a good 2.5 gallons of milk this morning.
And
which
she's
means
separated tonight.
Meaning our baby calf is separated from mama during the evening, so we actually get a decent amount of milk in the morning again.
Yeah.
And she's of age where that's age appropriate for her.
My question is, how are you so happily, joyfully feeding a starter even though you're not doing bread right now?
I just like doing it. I like the taste of sourdough. Don't get me wrong. Sourdough that is fresh milled flour, slow rise sourdough, organic milled flour with homemade raw butter. I mean, you could just live on that. However, I'm really trying to get rid of this whatever is going on. So we're kind of doing carnivore, and carnivore can sometimes help you get rid of eczema. So I am absolutely so desperate that I'm going to do carnivore. It's the last diet I would want to do.
It's the first for me, but it's amazing.
You love meat. I could, again, live on bread and butter. I'm not a huge fan of meat, so, but yes, I am feeding my sourdough starter, even though I'm doing carnivore at the moment, that I will not be on long term. I will feed my kids some sourdough because they stinking love it.
Yeah, all the amazing parts. How long have you been doing it?
This starter is 4 years old that you started.
Awesome.
You know what also brings me joy?
What does?
I say that I don't decorate, I really don't. But that corner over there, I usually have fresh eggs in the front, sourdough starter and flour, with a beautiful farmhouse plate in the background. I don't know, this corner brings me so much joy. Thank you guys so much for coming along on 2 of our very busy farm homestead days. This is a kind of typical day around here, and if you like kind of seeing us doing 500 million things a day and you want to see more videos like this, please leave it in the comments below. And
if they want Cassidy to send them her little beads, those girls have been doing crafts like nobody's business.
And again, if you want to check out Caraway, these pans I am so impressed with. Go ahead and we'll leave it again in the description and you guys can go check them out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Go let your love multiply. Bye guys.